So today is day 6. We are going to learn imposition. Have you all written imposition in school? You are telling you have never written, which means you know what is imposition. I am asking what is imposition.
I don't know what is imposition.
Oh, you don't know what is imposition? Okay.
No. After coming to college, I know imposition is something.
Correct. So that's a punishment. So what we have to do in that punishment?
You have to, like, if you make any mistakes, they'll ask you to write it for 10 times.
Correct. Right. So if you make any mistakes, with especially in English, they give in word. If you write it wrong, then to get into our memory, they ask us to write 10 times, 25, 100 times. Usually after the half hourly, they'll ask the question paper to answers to the question paper to write like 4 times, 5 times, right? So in the programming world, the imposition is called as for loop. For loop is something you want to do it repeatedly again and again. Okay, so for imposition, when someone is asking you to write an imposition, what are the questions you will ask? How many times? Correct? How many times?
How do you want me to write it?
How do you want? Okay. Then?
In which order?
Which order? Okay. One basic thing you have to ask. I am giving you imposition today. What will you ask me? But before that, one basic question you have to ask. Without that,
What is the imposition?
what is the imposition? What should I do? Okay, you are giving me imposition. What should I do? So, in programming world, you take any program, Python, Angular, Node, Java, PHP, .NET, any program, you will have this imposition concept called as for loops. We call as looping. Because we want to do the same work again and again. Same work again and again, these many times. We are calling it as loop. We are doing in the loop. For now, we will, order, correct. In which order you want is there. How do you want, actually it's not there in the programming world. When is there, but for you this is of high concept. We will not learn when. So we are going to learn only 3. How many times, what, and order. So how many times means it is the end value, right? 20, 25, 50 times or 100 times. So what will be the start value? What is the minimum imposition you would have written? 1, correct. Start value is 1. The teacher can give one time imposition. That is actually homework. So one time imposition or many time imposition. So coming back to the programming world, I have the main program. I'll remove this for now. Let's start. Okay. So for loop. So let's say I am asking you to print 10 times. Okay, the imposition is you have to print 10 times. How will I do? Sys out 10. I can copy 10 times. Right? It is going to work perfectly. Okay, it is printing. But if I ask 100 times, you have to copy this 100 times and then you have to count whether I have printed 100 times or not, right? Now itself I am not able to count. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 10 times. But in order to eliminate this, the program has given us for, you give inside the for. Okay, this is the loop. So what you have to do is what? This one. Inside the bracket. What has to be done? And here what we said, start value, end value. So start value is 1, end value is 50. Okay, but we have to tell what is start value. Data type is integer. So start value is 1. So end value is 50, but end value 50 we will not give this. We will give, we have learned the operator less than equal to. So we will give start value less than or equal to 50. So start from 1 until start value becomes equal to 50, do this. Okay? And how should I increment start value plus plus? We read this operator, right? Increment operator. Clear? So the for loop, you read it this way: for open bracket start value condition increment close value. So this is start value condition for terminating, right? When should the imposition stop? Increment. Is that clear? Okay, so with this you can do magics. Without looping the programming, many things will be tough. Now see here, 50 times it is printing. Because the for loop is going to run 50. If I give 500, it's going to print 500 times 10. Now instead of 10, I want to print the number. How many times it is printing the number? So instead of 10, I will give here the start value. So first time the start value will be 1. It will come here, print. The start value became 2. It will print. Okay, that goes on. See here. Is that clear? Okay. Now it's time for hands-on. You can open up your Eclipse. Your first program is write a program to print all numbers from 1 to 100. You will have 10 minutes time. So the first for the first one, 1 to 100. So this should work. And for second one, same, you have to copy it. Start value is 100. You have to go until 0, and we have used minus operator, so that we will be decrementing from 100. This is the use of the operators. This is why we read in day 2 or day 3 the operators. Okay, now only it is coming handy. Now for your homework, for practice program, so you have to print all the even numbers. You know the logic for even, correct? We have done a program to check whether a number is odd or even. Do you remember? Yes. So you have to give a for loop from 1 to 100. Inside the for loop, you have to do a odd or even. Here, do a check for odd or even for start value, because start value is what is printing here, no? So you have to check whether start value, whatever number is coming here, is odd or even. If it is odd, you have to print odd. If it is even, you have to print even. Nothing, you have to take the other program logic and put it inside here. This will be your practice program for today. Any question on this? Are you clear with this?
Yes.
So the way it should print is 1 odd. So now we are just printing 1, correct? So if I run the program, it's just printing here 1 to 100. Along with 1, it has to print odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, up to 100. Same, from 100 to 1, it should print like even, odd, like that, okay? We'll meet again Monday at 8 o'clock. Before that, please send me the program output, okay, in the group, so that I can take a look at it. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. We'll talk again on Monday.